What's going on, guys? CryptoHoy here, and today I'm going to be taking a quick look, my first impression on this Metagold Verse, this new token that they're going to have they're actually going to have a pre-sale coming up soon. And just to save you guys some time, okay, if you guys are thinking to invest this on short term, let's say just for the pre-sale, for that pump, I think it's gonna do fairly well on the launch dates. I like the graphics, everything looks nice, but is not what it seems, guys. Okay, so I mean, it gives that, like AAA type of game vibes and everything, like Xbox, like PS5 type of vibes, and I like that. It's like GTA, FIFA. I don't know how to like really describe it, but it gives off like this is gonna be like like deluxe. But here's the reality. Here you go. This is the reality of the game. It's like a 2D game. Okay, they first show you the nice graphics, and here you earn 20,000 tokens. Okay, it's a play to earn. So it's like a 2D game similar to Mario, but it looks more of a low budget. I mean, they can make it into like a AAA game like they show in the initial graphics, but for me, that kind of seemed more of like a bait and switch type of thing. You know what I mean? So we see here the graphics look very nice, right? But the reality is that when we go here, like let's say when we go here to their website, let me just open this here real quick, or better yet, let's go here to their YouTube channel, and then we click here in the video. So you guys can actually go check out this video on their YouTube channel. Just type in Metagold Verse. But look, I want to show you guys a small disclaimer they place on the very bottom that if you don't catch it, you'll just like oversee it. So look right here. Okay, I'm gonna pause it right here. So look what it says. Okay, it says, "For the following video includes forward-looking statements about our future business plans and expectations. Actual results may differ materially from those expressed or implied in our forward-looking statements." And then it says, "Not actual product images. Images are strictly for illustrative purposes only." Okay, so that part right there, the very bottom of the line here, if you guys can see it, it says not actual product image. Okay, I kind of paused it here on the 14th second of this video, which is a trailer, and yeah, so they're pretty much just showing you this nice graphics again, as we see here, but the reality is something different. What we're looking at here is going to be something more of the among lines. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Well, right here doesn't show up, but when we go to their website, okay, and we scroll down, we actually get to see the actual game. Okay, again, the graphics, what they're like trying to portray is nice, but the actual game is not. We see here, okay, where it says play and earn with Metagold. Here you go, you play and earn Metagold Verse, and this is the video right here. Okay, the actual game. And I think that you just gotta be careful. And like I said before, to save you guys some time, if you guys want to just like look at this as a short term, just for like the pre-sale and risk it, okay, again, this is not financial advice by all means. Always do your own research and only invest what you're willing to lose. But if you just want to make and risk it, if to get a potentially make a quick buck on the pre-sale and then move on, or perhaps even leave something, which by the way, I show you guys my pre-sale trading strategy. You guys can check out the video in the description below or here in the corner. What I kind of do, and it tends to work for me. It ain't bulletproof, but at least you mitigate loss. But anyways, moving forward here on this quick look on this project, this is what you're looking at, guys. All right, so just to save you guys some time there, if you guys want to move on, go about your day, that's fine. But if you're still interested more about this project, I'm just going to kind of cover certain areas, not everything. The first one is, let's go to the pre-sale part. Okay, I just wanted to kind of cover that first, that don't have your expectations very high, although they do plan on having a metaverse, okay, having land, plots of land, which I'll get to a little bit further on this video. But for right now, let's focus on the pre-sale. Why? Because they're gonna have 3 rounds, okay, 3 buckets, different pricing, and it's going to start right here, round 1 at 6 cents, and it's going to start on December 25th, right, of 2022. So here's a countdown when this is going to start, and when you can it even tells you here how to buy it. It gives us here a little market data real quick of the total supply, the circulating supply, what is going to be the supply at listing. Right here says 36 million, but in the white paper it says 3.6 million. So you know, it is, I don't know if this really means 36 million at listing or is it just 3.6 million. But anyways, just right here, the total supply right here, it says that it's at 270 million. So we just gotta, you know, double check those numbers. To be honest, it could be a little typo, because again, if I go here to the white paper real quick and I can scroll down here to the tokenomics, just bear with me here, guys, just a moment. Let me see if it's over here. No. If I just keep scrolling down, it says here, yeah, supply at listing is 3.6 million, but over here on the website, it doesn't really tell us that. It says supply at listing is 36 million. So which one is it? And it's going to be listed at 9 cents. So by that, you're going to, if you buy it at the pre-sale round 1 at 6 cents, and if you sell it at launch, you're already like 50% your money, okay? Not 2x, more like 1.5x your money. And if you want to call it a day then and just move on, you can, or do whatever you want really, what you find best for your investment needs or wishes. But that's pretty much here on the pre-sale. And then they have another pre-sale, which is round 2, price at 7 cents. And here's a countdown for that. So it looks like about 10 days later, and then another 10 days later, here we have the price, which increases to 8 cents until it goes, you know, public to the exchanges, and then it's tradable. And you guys all know what happens from there. Either it pumps up or it doesn't pump at all. And hopefully, you know, with the worst case scenario, it's a rug pull, you know, but hopefully that doesn't happen, because this team is docs. That doesn't guarantee anything. Okay, so I gotta give them props for them for at least showing who they are, having links to their Twitter, to social media and stuff of that nature. I think is very important. But again, this doesn't guarantee anything. Just because they show their face doesn't guarantee anything. We've seen what happened to so many other projects, even big, massive projects. They still ended up, you know, falling at some point. They did well for some time and then they just fall. They fail. So we just got to be careful out there, guys. Whenever it comes to these type of investments, it's very risky. It can become profitable, that is true, but it can also be you can lose a lot of money as well if you're not careful. But anyways, so far this is what I think about the game of the project. If they're able to pull this off, like these graphics, there is a potential they could do very well. But this is the problem that I have, okay, with gaming. When they combine gaming with cryptocurrency, right now is not really the time. At least is not what is going to work at this current time. In the future, I believe it will. I believe that in the future, combining crypto, earning crypto with gaming is going to be very, very successful. But now is not the time. I think it's a little bit ahead of it. And sometimes you just have to time the market, you know, and to make profits, you know, at least from a business perspective point of view. Why? Because we have seen Infinity, we have seen all these other ones that they tried to do the same thing basically, and it hasn't really succeeded. And here we have that they also want to do purchase land. So you're going to be able to purchase land, all right, like the Decentraland, very similar to that. Or Sandbox, okay, those are other ones right there that they have already done this, okay. They did fairly well in the beginning, but then the price has dropped, people lost interest, and that becomes a problem. And you can also buy, rent, lease property. You're gonna be able to advertise, you know, everything like in the metaverse, which all sounds great in paper. The thing is this sustainable? And that's the big question. What I want you guys to think about all of this is this something that is sustainable? Would this be able to sustain, you know, time and be interesting enough to captivate people's attention? All right, not just investors, but everyday consumers that perhaps they don't want really to invest, but they just want to have fun. They just want to use this as, you know, to consume this product, this game, or whatever they're offering. And that's what we got to think about. And that's where most of these projects fail. And again, like I said, if you want to invest this just on a pre-sale, just to like pump and then just after the pump and then just get your money and move on, well, I mean, do what you want, right? It's your money at the end of the day. And then just move on to the next project. That's cool. But if you're looking at this as a long term, that's when it becomes even more riskier. And something real quick that I want to show you guys here is in their what do you call it, on the roadmap. Okay, so on the roadmap right now, currently they are here at Q4 2022. Yes, they have accomplished some certain things, but the question is, when is this going to be out? They have the game experience pre-release. So here's the game. This is like the pre-release game, like kind of giving us a teaser on the game, but that's pretty much what they're at, and they plan on having to be launched on a decentralized exchange and so forth. All this is nice, but when is actually the actual game gonna come out? Not this one, like we've seen in the graphics, the NFTs, the land, the metaverse. When is that going to be out? So we have to go all the way over here. All right, and then it says Metagold Android and iOS app development next year, early next year. I'm curious how this is going to work for Q2 of 2023, because it says Metagold Android app release and Metagold iOS app release. Does that mean that you're going to be able to have the play to earn in cryptocurrency on the apps? Now, if they're able to pull this off, I will be just surprised. I will be, I'll give them props for that, because it's very difficult for a crypto gaming game or platform or any app like this to make it into the App Store, Android, especially Apple. They're more stricter than Android because they all want a piece of the pie. And that's why I think that it doesn't really work, because first, the game is not entertaining. And second, all these transactions are happening. They're like detouring around the App Store and the Android app. So Google, they're missing out on money. And believe me, these big corporations, they don't want to leave any money on the table. Okay, they want to get their hands on as much money as they can. All right, they have big expenses, and they want to profit. Okay, and that's just the bottom line, the truth. So if these crypto gamings are making a lot of money, they want a piece of the action as well. So if they're able to pull this off, hey, props, I'll give them an applause. But if they can't, how are they going to fulfill this promise? All right, so that's my only concern here on the Metagold Android app release and on the iOS app release. And perhaps they're able to release it, but it won't be a play to earn like we've seen with so many other projects. They released the game, okay, and unfortunately, this is what happened with Shiba Inu as well. All right, with Shiba Eternity, yes, they released the game, but it wasn't a play to earn. It was just for fun, and that's fine. But it's just that you're kind of setting up this certain expectation to investors and potential consumers, and when you actually delivered is not as expected. So that's what we got to watch out for, and let's see what happens on Q2 of 2023. And let's move on to the following quarter, which is Q3 of 2023. And right here is where they're actually going to start making the NFT land smart contract deployment. All right, the land maps and all of this stuff, which sounds very interesting and great. And they're going to have the Metagold NFT collection sale version 1. All right, and they're going to make also the first land sale announcement, which is real estate market version 1. Which sounds great. But remember, this is already 9 months from now. This is Q3 of 2023. The only issue that I have with this, and if I go even further to Q4 of 2023, they're gonna have a second land sale announcement, and this is for real estate market version 2. Okay, all this sounds great. It sounds promising, and they have the Metagold mobile app version 2. All of this sounds great, and then even a full game release, PC and mobile. Awesome, great. I like this, but there's only one downside to all of this. That's gonna take 9 to 12 months from now. Just process that for a moment. Do you know how many other Metagold Verse version of this project are going to pop up between now and then? By the time they want to release this, there's going to be so many others out there in the market competing for the same space. And most likely, they're going to offer the same thing. And the question investors are going to be analyzing or asking themselves is, why should I keep holding when I can make a potential 10x in just a few hours, in just a few days, or possibly in a couple weeks with a brand new project on this pre-sale instead of holding? Why should I hold here when there's another pre-sale and I can make a quick buck and I can repeat, like the shampoo instructions, just lather, rinse, repeat. I do the same thing with pre-sales. I just buy and then pump, sell, and then repeat. You know, this is something that unfortunately it happens a lot. And the only way this would work for these projects is if they work quickly. Like if they launch the game pretty much at the very close date as the pre-sale. And you might ask, well, that's almost impossible because it takes time. Yes, I know it takes time to make all of this. To make a AAA game, to make a metaverse, yes, it takes time and a lot of money and energy. A large group of people to make it happen. I understand, but unfortunately the reality, it seems that everybody is focused on only pre-sale instead of the long term of the project. But why? Because the long term of the project doesn't really is long term anymore. It ends, it fades away along the way, and people just get tired of waiting and they just decide to move on. So here you go, guys, my first thoughts, my first quick look, my first impression about this game. Okay, so this right here, what we're seeing is the actual game. Everything else that we see earlier, like these graphics right here, is just like to entice you, like tease you, kind of get you interested on the game. But the actual game is not going to be like this. It's most likely going to be a 2D game instead of like a 3D like we see here. And like I showed you guys earlier here on YouTube, when you go to their YouTube channel and you just pause it like in a 12 second, like right here, all right, it says very below that not actual product images. Images are strictly for illustrative purposes only. So just wanted to kind of recap that and just highlight that again, if you guys want to invest, take the risk on the pre-sale, go right ahead. It's, you know, your money, do what you want. But for long term, there's always going to be something out there better coming out that is, you know, better, more improved, more advanced than this previous one. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Check out my other videos. I truly appreciate all of your support. If you want to learn my investment strategy for pre-sales for 2023, check out this video and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.